We want to wish everybody a good evening, no matter where you're viewing from. This is Dr. O, and I want to share with you that this month is our 1 month Send Now Prosperity Challenge. What we're going to do is we're going to prove God this month based on a single verse connected with other verses. The Bible says in Psalms 118:25, "Save now, I beseech thee, O Lord. O Lord, I beseech thee, send now prosperity." Brothers and sisters, true prosperity is dependent upon obedience to the commandments of God. And we are told in the spirit of prophecy that the blessings, the covenant blessings of Deuteronomy chapter 28 are assured to every individual under the whole heavens and to every nation. And so what we want to do is we want to claim the promises of God. The Bible says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth." And so we are told in the book Ministry of Healing that this verse is the will of God for every human being. So what we want to do, the spirit of prophecy says that the Lord is disappointed when we place a low estimate upon ourselves. We don't want to esteem ourselves lowly. We want to esteem ourselves according to the price that God has had us. And God says, "Prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts." And what will God do? The Bible tells you in Deuteronomy 15:5, "Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all these commandments which I command thee this day." So God invites us to enter into a covenant relationship with him. And as a result, God says in verse 6, "For the Lord thy God blessed thee as he promised me thee. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow, and thou shalt reign over nations, but they shall not reign over thee." God has promised to bless his covenant people with an abundance of prosperity to where you're no longer a borrower, but you are a lender. And so we want to pray and prove God that God will bless us and to bless our financial condition to be as such to where we are out of debt, brothers and sisters, and we're going to prove God on this, and not just for our finances, but for our health. We're going to ask God to send down prosperity for our health, not just our health and our finances, but most especially as thy soul prosper, if you got it, for our spiritual life, that our spiritual life will go through the roof. So for the month of March, we're going to be doing this. And when I get back on the phone line for our prayer ministry, I have to go out of town tomorrow. We're going to come back and we're really going to knock this off with a big bang. So, brothers and sisters, claim these promises. Let's speak to the mountains and let's believe God for great things. Until next time, may God truly and richly bless you.